you so much. I'm very pleased that most of the leaders in Lango sub-region have actually come. That means you really care about your people. It's very, very commendable. Very commendable. So can we have Linda?
Yeah, thank you so much, Chair and the entire committee, for coming to Lira District, and especially Lira City, because I know in the system of compensation that treated as the district, but this is Lira City, and I would like to welcome you. Lira City is the mother city for the entire Lango sub-region, as you're aware. So when you're in this city, you should be knowing that you've already reached the entire land. Our people are here. They are welcoming you.
Oh, thank you.
For the few that do not know me, I'm a woman leader, Agnes, the woman member of parliament for the people of the Lira district and the publicity for now parliamentary group. Chair and colleagues, this is where I was groomed politically. I started as a youth leader here, and these people in the city, those ones clapping, were the ones we were with. Chair, I'd like to thank you so much for your committee. You've been hearing how, especially the three sub-regions, were battling on the floor time and again, asking government about the status of compensation. Chair, lucky enough, I started participating in this compensation when I was a division youth councillor, where my chairperson, that was the central division where this area was, and my chairperson was a sharp man, but was illiterate. So he picked me as his translator and a secretary. So I started engaging in this compensation thing way back from 2006. I have to give you the genesis of this compensation. This compensation started when the LRA war intensified and people came to town for rescue. We had very many camps that people were settling in. But within Central Division, we were having 6 camps. Lucky enough, some of them who were in those camps are here. We had, and I want it to be on record, we had a rooted camp having more than 10,000 IDPs. We had a radar camp, more than 10,000 IDPs. We had Lira Lango Cultural Center, of which we had mobilized other people, for you people to go and meet them there, but we knew it was late to tell them to come this way. We had another one not far from here, it's called Lango Korohan Camp. We had another one, LPC and PCU camp. So the division headquarters was in the middle of these areas and near the market. So people were suffering, especially the IDPs. That's how my chairperson, FC3, decided and said, no, this is enough. He consulted some people and they told him, you can go to court and then do this. And he took it up. I remember Lira High Court was not yet in Lira. It was still in Gulu. We were serving under the regional High Court. And we started with 900 people out of 70,000 people that were in the camps because no one would believe. So the few, we went with them to court. And by 2010, we won this court. And verification was conducted in Lango Cultural Center, whereby people now came and Attorney General's team were there. Ministry of Justice, Attorney General and Office, Ministry of Finance, Chief Government Valuer, Ministry of Agriculture and Defense, CMI and ISO. participated in that verification. They ended up with 4,304 claimants. And their payment started in 2011. They paid them through the lawyer, that is Bashasha and company advertising. Now when the payments started, other claimants from other parts of Lango were asking, we also suffered equally like these people, we want compensation. Remember, our office was just opposite this mayor's garden. We called the lawyer said there's no way we can pay those people because government has given money specifically for those 4,300. They said we can start a new case. We mobilized the case, and I'm happy there are some people that we are helping, like Obua, some. They are present. And other camp leaders also. I saw Ukulu of Baloni. I don't know whether he has come here, but I saw him the other side. So they mobilized and they started a new case. But there were also another case under a lawyer called Mahmoud Chibwanga, that is the Lango claimants, and their chief coordinator was Obwanga Donyo. So we ended up with 2 cases in Lango, whereby all these cases was completed by 2015. Whereby, in fact, by now government would have been concluding the payment. We don't know what happened. The entire political period ended up without payment. When we went to Parliament in 2011, let me put categorically clear. In the Bashasha's list, there were 59,000 claimants. 59. And in the Lango claimants list were 69,000. Something 44. 475. So, if you try to total it up, it brings us to almost 130 something claimants in general. So when we went to Parliament, we started asking government, because chair and the members, this compensation thing is a very serious matter. And if we had informed the public earlier, you were going to get the entire place full. Because Lango's wealth were in cattle keeping. It was our bank. Any little saving we would invest in putting it in our what? Capital, which was livestock. We were rich. I was young, chair. I remember my mom was arrested and we were brought, she was in Lozira. We were brought back to the village called Chamunyana. I saw, because we landed in the village when the Karamojons were ready. I saw how people suffered. There are some elders that have refused to go back to their ancestral land, that they couldn't bear to see their kraal empty. Others, even upon death, their children have struggled and have gained a little bit of wealth, but they refuse because of the pain. Others died because they had nothing to do. This cattle raiding, there were other people even in uniform raiding. Some people were asking, how can the Karamojong get uniforms? I'm saying this, I'm NRM, but this was the truth. Yeah. Others were loading, like even in the butcher here. They came up to the butcher. Other animals even landed on planes. I don't know where Karamojong is. And if you want to build this country, we have to be honest. Chair, despite the outcome cry. I want you people, even the research team of your committee, to go and trace the political voting of Lango before the compensation started. People had refused NRM government, and us who were supporting NRM, we suffered. We suffered. They could beat us. You couldn't say NRM. Bangers. What? Even your homes would be brought down. That's why you see us who are supporting NRM, we are championing this issue because we suffered in answering it. We have Lango. He's one of the champions, but he's a presidential advisor. Because we couldn't bear the pain, we saw the pain was genuine, it was lost genuinely, and when we want to prove that our government is doing the right thing, they have to listen to their people. So when we went to Parliament, we raised this matter. But Chair, we were so disappointed when we were invited by Attorney General, all the leaders from the 3 sub-regions of Lango, Acholi, and Teso. And the list that we were given from your records, you can think that we are crying for nothing. Because from the record of Attorney General, Lango is having the highest number. 42,000 was said that we are going to be the people that will be compensated. 33 Teso, 18 Acholi. But to our dismay, of which I have the evidence, I will even table to you people. The list that we were given, out of the 42,000, 23,000 plus was not approved. And on reasons that good enough in that evidence I'm going to table to you, they have written fraudulent, frivolous, unreasonable, untrue statements that is so provoking and irritating. We went back to Attorney General to ask why. How did you come up with this frivolous statement and fraudulent on people that have gone through this thing? They went to court for years, they want their case, and it was the task of government to pay. How did you come up with this? They couldn't answer us. Again, we checked on that list. Someone who have lost a lot of cows, they cut it. Someone who have lost 10, they say they're going to give 1 cow. Someone who have lost 100, they say they're going to give 10 or 15. We even asked the criteria. We wanted to know the criteria they used to reduce this claim. They couldn't explain. Okay. I have evidence of some people that I don't know. Attorney General, I think, and his team just sat in their offices and did whatever they wanted with the list. I have a senior citizen here. He's 95 years. He's the chairperson of the Elders Council in Uganda. He's among the frivolous team.
And I'm representing Elders in Europe.
Despite the frivolous, they said he had lost only 10 cows. Yet he had lost 100. Now, again, these people started with the filling of the data cards. Honorable Chair, these data cards were unnecessary. They just wanted to complicate the compensation because verification was done, court approved everything, whereby they were supposed to just pick and tell people. What they were supposed to do was just to negotiate with the people and tell the people this money is much, we are going to pay by installment. These people are here. We had already told them COVID affected government. Even if in a phase of 10 years, government will pay you so long as you are receiving little. But Attorney General didn't care about the pain. Chair, when we started asking about court get this list. They started saying, we are not paying the court case. This is what they told us. I asked Attorney General myself, I said, Attorney General, how are you saying you're not paying the court case? Yet in the list you have approved, it's bearing the name of De Leon. De Leon is a representative of Lango claimants. And you are saying you're not. And I have that copy, I'm going to table it before you for reference. They couldn't explain themselves. Now, when the payment started, people didn't receive their payments. Despite those that names were approved, I have them here. People who their name came back on approved list, they filled the data cards. Up to now, their accounts are open, but there's nothing in their accounts. We asked Attorney General to give us reasons why those categories were not paid. There was nothing. At first, they had given the data cards to the DSOs, and I was there myself when they were given. They gave the DSOs strict instruction that they shouldn't allow any other person to fill in the data cards apart from the approved list. But when we went to the president, because this matter we would repeat all the time in Attorney General's office, because these people were again getting more bitter than before. They felt that whatever was happening was an insult to them. They refused. And I want this office, this committee, to call a commissioner called Mwaka Felix for interrogation. Because the pressure we mounted, he decided to resign because the names of those who went to court, he was throwing them away and blackmailing the case that the case was a fake. It wasn't in court. Because I myself asked, have you gone to court if you are doubting the lawyers? This was a matter in court. Why don't you get the list from court? He told us they went to court and they didn't get. I myself called the lawyer, told them, tell me the truth if you are deceiving our people. The lawyers told us, go to court, you'll get the list. We go to court as Lao parliamentary group. And the court gave us the list. I'm going to take it here, fully certified by court. Even the Obangadonyo's list, I want you to verify that is the De Leon's case. The one government gave, the number of claims is less, but the original list they have, the number is okay. So when that government Chair, after that, last year in January, when Attorney General was just dodging us, we went even ourselves to ask, are you paying expression? You tell us. So as we go and tell people, the Deputy Attorney General himself said they are not paying expression. We said, you are not paying court. You are not paying expression. What are you paying? They couldn't answer. And they were doing this deliberately to dodge the court case. They chased all the lawyers. That the lawyers were claiming for a lot of money. Yet this was on calculation of taxation. I know the legal counsel of the committee is here. The lawyers calculated according to the taxation. But I even talked to the lawyers. I said, why don't you go and renegotiate? The lawyers went and renegotiated. But Attorney General up to now, I've chased away the lawyers. They have not paid the lawyers. Now, the coordinators are suffering. The district officials are suffering because they are dodging pain. That was when last year we went and met the president. There was a demonstration of Pambini Road, and as leaders, MPs from Lango, we utilized that time to go and tell the president the pain of the people of Lango, of which compensation was one of it. Chair, when we reached the president said Lango didn't have any cows. He was told that Lango was claiming frivolously, fake cases, what. I myself, we stood up and said, Your Excellency, those are the people killing you. Those are the people destroying your government because they come and deceive you. We said this case was not fake. Here is the evidence. certified by God. We even told him, this is your copy. We had gone with the census report of 1986. We said this was the number of cows that we have. In what you are paying, we have calculated it's even less than 100,000 plus.
Just 10%.
10% of what we had. We said, Your Excellency, we have not even put in the cumulative numbers that we were supposed to claim. We have claimed for what we lost at that time. We have not even gone like so far to claim for lives lost. We have claimed for strictly this livestock. That's when the president said, they said they paid. He said, Your Excellency, the payment that was made was for the 6 camps. And me and RDC elector Gillian, we were the one who used to take to the president. That list, whenever payments were made. The president, the lawyer had the money. There are some people here that the lawyer paid, they bought land, others went back home with the money, put even Mabati houses. What the lawyer paid compared to what is happening now, if you ask these people, put it among the questions, they will give you, I don't want to persuade. The lawyers paid more than government. Yet people thought by government paying it was going to be better than the lawyers. But government ended up to be worse. And to us we count that this is second robbery.
Yes.
This is another robbery. Because people went to court, won their case, and I feel so bad. That's why last time in May, I told him, I'm going to serve him with a motion without notice, demanding for his resignation due to incompetence. Because it's the legal advice of government, but it's the one breathing the court order. He's the one breathing the court order. Chair, when we mounted pressure in May, all these people from January, when the president ordered that those who were not approved should be paid. Those who went to court and their names were missing on the list should be paid. And people should get their payment according to the case. The office kept on dodging. From January last year to May, when we now almost fought in Parliament, that's when the Deputy Speaker allowed us to go and sit. We sat in the President's library. He wanted even to leave. We locked ourselves in the house. That's when they wrote a letter again to the cow, that accusing the cow and the diesel that they have refused to give up the data cards. Yet they instructed the diesels not to allow the data cards to be given to anyone. So it was a trick. We had to also start again to follow how this matter. Now, the data cards that had remained, out of the 42,000, of which the 23 they refused and not approved, we said those data cards are there. If you people are processing another data card, please allow our people to do what? To fill in this month's remaining. They did it, and that is what people are filled. But in Lira, I am giving an example. In Lira district, that is involving the city, only 6,000 data cards were there. But the claimants were 10,000. In fact, it was like more than 20,000. Now, they are taking away the power again from the diesel, given to the cows and town clerks. These people have not been facilitated, even 50 shillings. Even on bringing the data card, I picked the money myself to give this, because this was stuck with a lot of people of data cards. Now, these people, they have not given them facilitation. They are under harassment. I was here myself, Chair. The community almost lynched these technical people. Because everyone wants the data card, they are thinking it's these technical people hiding the data cards, false accusation, yet these people are doing this as additional responsibility. It's out of their terms and conditions of work. And they are not even facilitated. Talking without slot a microphone to 10,000 people. Throughout the day, in the City Division East, they almost even break the building. The crowd are child. In one of the division, in a bar, they locked the sub-county chief in the house. In a match, they broke the door. In a when they almost late, I had to rush there myself to talk to the people. This shows the level of desperation our people are in, claiming for their lives. That's why I couldn't miss this meeting. Because I grew up seeing. Now, another thing that they might have not told you. Despite even the crew, at first, they themselves, I was there, because I'm always in their offices. They have said they're going to pay 250 cattle downwards. They're not paying goats, they're not paying what, they're not paying anything. Yet in the court judgment, general damage, because if you see even in these books, there are people who have said, I've not lost livestock. I've lost only goats. Honestly. But now, what made a general judgment that those who have lost their pain, those who have lost their brains, houses, they're going to put them together under general damages. Of which each person was supposed to get 4 million. Yes. This was done by Ministry of Justice. The claim of other small livestock, they are also done. They have even cut the claim from 250 downwards, and currently, recently, I have been told that they are now paying 50,000 below. 50 heads of cattle below. Now, in the 50 heads of cattle, they have again cut that they are going to pay those who were born in 1968 downwards. No. Yet our claim in court was from 1986 to 2006 when people were in the camps. It means it was the Karamojo, Lakwena, NRA. So these claims are different depending on the years. Those who have lost in 80s, those are Karamojong. Those who have lost in 90s to the middle, those are under Lakwena. Because others even gave their animals for protection by the NRA, but they never returned it back. So if you see the data, others will say, I've lost in the NRA. And now they're saying you should give evidence. How can you take pictures? You're a villager. They are pulling gunshot. You're seeing your friend is being shot. How can you take pictures and have evidence of those who are lost? Yet you are running to save your life. From the hope our people were having. That's why
this information to your help.
Yes. So, Chair, now that the data cards are here, there's already a deliberate effort. When we were coming to mobilize the people, because now these people are like chicks without their mother hen. They have chased the lawyers, they have brought in these technical people who didn't know anything about compensation. They cannot mention, but they're expecting them, they're there, go and look for woman leader in Otuge. They don't have fear. He doesn't know who to connect him to a woman leader. The technical people are suffering. I was here myself because Ministry of Justice is exploiting these technical people because they are government servants. So they are imposing this hard task on them forcefully. Yet this was supposed to be done by the lawyers. Those who have lost their lives, that needed letter of administration. It was the lawyers to help them. Right now they are stuck. They don't know the processes, where they can go, where to report. Even the people without even water. Because government, we had even a team where Nelson was saying, to go on behalf of these people to go and verify. Because at least you cannot say you've lost 300 cows and the mark of the crowd is not there. So we even decided with them, let us have a verification committee from among our elders to go and verify these people. We mobilize them. Where is Engineer Peter? One of them is Ministry of Justice refused to facilitate them. But for Jolly, they were facilitated. Now, there is variances in this claim. Like now, for me, I worked in a Jolly. I know the issue of compensation, and I'm married in Teso. In Teso, my mother-in-law lost 198 cows. But they have not cut any of her pay, and she's receiving her pay. In Acholi, people are receiving, and unfortunately, they even sent the list of a gago where one person is claiming for 600, 500 cows, and it's not cut. But on this list, this is the list that Attorney General gave us, you will never get anyone above 100. There are only 3 who were approved for 80 livestock. So there is a way, I don't know if Lango, please extend our apology to them. If Lango people have done something wrong, everything is put in the budget, but it disappears when it comes to land. If they don't want us, let them allow us to look for another government. Of the Republic. On payments of young people, they're saying other people are demanding for payment, claiming fraudulently. In our culture, every child, a male child, whether a child is just given birth, the uncle will give a cow, others will give hens, that child will keep those hens and produce to a goat, from a goat they will keep and come to a cow. Saying that the people are young and what? The people of Lao wants their claim. And now they came before Parliament and trying to deceive us as if we are stupid, that the president said everyone should be paid. How can that be applicable? Yet 130,000 people, government is failing to pay. Yes. And they want us to be excited. President is saying everyone should be paid. No way. I can't clap for that. No. That is duping us to nonsense. So, Chair, we are having a lot of trust in this committee. And I have told these people that you are a team that will give the truth. If government is thinking we are talking political, you can give a report that can persuade Parliament to do something. If they don't do, we will know what to do. Yeah. We will know what to do. Because for me, I'm the vice chairperson of NRM in Leader District. I want to talk about the goodness of my government when people are seen, other than saying lies. Lies does not take long. Lies are absent. I want to tell the truth. Yes. That will make people know I tell the truth, other than making me to say something thinking it's the truth, yet it's a lie and I carry the proof. Because government does not come here. I'm the one who is on ground here. We have a lot of hope. We have a lot of hope, and I know you coming will rescue the people of Lango. And when you're treating us treat us uniquely because we don't have our big people in government. We don't have our big people in government.
You're right.
Among the ministers we have only 3. But other people have 8. All corners actually have a minister for justice. That's why has a vice president and a speaker. And what about us?
No way.
You are our ministers to talk on our behalf. I beg you. This is the list that only them will get. And they're saying they're not paying court, but it's there in the name of Nelson De Leon and others versus the Attorney General. But when they come to Parliament, they say they're paying extraction. On this list, they say it's 42,000, but when you see here, they're saying not approved. Yes, not approved. Now, this is the list. We went to court. We wrote to court as a parliamentary group, and they gave us. It's here, fully certified by court as exhibit. This is also another copy of the same given from court. This one I'm going to print a good one. It's a bit spoiled. This is the verification process where there was no need of Attorney General looking for data. Because like if you see the picture, the name is here, the father's name, the mother's name, the contact, the national ID number, party sub-county, NIN number, account number, bank, rank, number of livestock, current resident, occupation, and everything. And people don't know what's there. Even these details is better than what they're providing in the data card. I'm going to look for a copy of the data cards and I also have. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Linda. I think Honorable Linda has really represented your group very well. So because of time, we will allow, if you agree with what Linda has said, we will allow supplements to the comments that she has made in case you think there is information that we need. Number 2, if you have a document that you think we should use, you can give us that document. Because our duty as a committee is to ensure that the promise that government made to the people of Lango is fulfilled.
Yes.
Because the people of Lango have the same stake in Uganda just like the rest of the country.
Yes.
Okay, now, eno kena wini eno kone ginana reporter ana meoni. Ka wini ti yen kenu be reporter be. Eto eye me kwanyo jomori kinuka no memedo iko mo amengo ana kobo inaro. Mario, itikere balu moro. Amenyuru, anyu ramo konyo di. Ititagini biri yekane, di ramo dami. Made, gino biru kan me wuoko chihera gamente. Da biru gine me wuoko chihera gamento chiho kere bolang. Kere mene no utimo. Pien lao Roma. Kere jo kenne ameti Uganda kan. Bien quiero pino me cuando wa tunkai lo bunu peru shunu lo
I'd like to see by show of hands.
I don't know.
Now, enter me to Neno. You are my yard. The districts are papa. That a yard to holo. Then into Tukalu district to see the tea room where you pay for. Now, enter Penny, your doholo. They didn't get a yard doholo.
That's okay, you can sit now. People from Kwania?
Yeah. Amolata? Yeah.
Okay. Oya? Otuke? Apache? Okay. Alepto? Okay. Warden? Okay. Lira district?
Every joke, Nara Jella district has Jella Melo Ginara. You remember from our cover, they made the Ginara that year. Now, I was thinking, they don't do me, and I damn it to be your now, I was thinking, the representative of the LC5 chairperson, say something, and also the RDC, say something, and even these technical people, the cow or the town clerk, say something, and the cultural leader, say something. Yes. Before we bring in the questions, go there. Yes. Dagi Hariario. Okay, Chairman.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair.
Before that, person with disability has to be considered. Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you
so much, Chair. I want to first begin by saying that what Honorable Linda has stated.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we are here as a committee to help. Asking people to get your compensation. Allow all the leaders who are going to speak. It is going to help our committee so that you can get what you're supposed to get.
Yes.
But if you make noise, we will not listen to one another. And you remember we don't have a microphone and someone is typing everything.
I want to reaffirm that what Honorable Linda has stated is very true, and that's the position of the people of Lango. As the district leaders in Lango, especially the S5 chairperson, we want to put to your desk the following things that must be addressed. Number one, we want the transparent and tangible compensation. Transparent in the sense that we want information shared in time. As district leaders, to some extent, we are also like our people here. We have been denied information to the extent that we cannot even explain who will be paid next. So the Office of Attorney General must take this one very seriously. Number two, we also want accountability and coordination. We need clear and detailed plan regarding payments. It must be white, black and white. Whereas leaders, we can inform our people that this is the issue, these are the people who will be paid, when they're going to be paid. This one must be very clear. Timely payments. We must know the schedule of payment. Who are the people who are going to be paid and when? It must be clear to us as leaders. Another one is that the mechanism of disbursement of funds. How are the funds going to be taken to the accounts of our people? We need to know. Right now, things are just mixed up. Another one is that the process must be free and fair. The process of payment. Then number three, We are demanding, as the leaders from Lango, that the Office of Attorney General must have regular meetings with the district leaders to update them on what is happening, to tell them the challenges, and then together as a team, we find solution together. Right now, our chief administrative officers, they are being tortured left and right. They are there in charge of the payment, but they lack the information. At times, information are given verbally. How can a government officer act on verbal communication? That gives people data card without any reference. I think this one must also be addressed. And then, as I conclude, I want to inform that the people of Lango have suffered enough. We don't need any other suffering. What we want is that government must fulfill its pledge because it has been long overdue. And we also want to inform your team that in a short while, as the district chairperson, we are going to combine the list. We have lost our people during the war. We have about IDP camp where people were killed. The chairman is there. Abia in my district, over 370 people were killed. We have Alonyo, we have in Mononeno. As leaders, we are going to compile the list. Why? It is the duty of the government to protect the lives and property of these people. So these people were not protected when the government was there. They must be compensated. This is what the next step we are going to decide the capital compensation. But our last hope is on this committee. If this committee fails, we shall not lack what to do, but we shall do it in accordance with the law. Thank you so much.
Tiene Office Attorney General, Femi Yogi reporter Jalo Tela. Miuka ti penyuki wu, ginada do ko gini boruwa, pentie, biena mupo miuki report. Ama rio, kau gidan, kau dia me report. Mau bawa chim, deko bukiti, dihimba jaga ko bukiti. Omio, utija gamete tia neno jan, ate hikope kope chole. Ma de, udia medoni, kita mau tia chole jo, oke kwena le. Kerana dohi, kita mau tia yobu kerani acholo pekara romene dango mengo hotela me. Kerana chole tia ro, mier beberu keri meeting keri hotela. Me districts, amiu kawuri wuru bodi, muiti gine keri gime mengo agama. Ma giki aendo uko ni now neno chan. Atek, menu keno wa bom lo kutia bulumoko, enteke la bia, abo, balonyo, amono nene ya mo kutia, amenda kwa kina chalo tela mena, do utu yulukini, record da jono, ginda iwo kerebo gamente. Apati mekoti medo, gina gahi wo gini do kermo mondo bogamente. Kunte kwa yuni, gini kusha che gini wa tusha chalo na ando ti committee. Gini wa tushu do ti committee. Kaki do poti ugina gino ti yu. Lao da ti yu gina me gino rong ti yu. Every lao pe toro che, utu yu gina logo che. Every kita gino rong ti yu. Yes. RDCs.
I'm Julia Makolo. I'm the RDC of Aleppo. I think in this forum today it is the right forum for us, for our voice now to reach the government. I've been participating, me with my sister and Linda and other brothers and sisters of ours who are here. We have been representing our government in making sure that these lands that you're seeing them, they are compensated. And the process was moving on when they started with the first disbursement of money to our people. Through the lawyers, and I don't want to say anything here much, Lango, if we can accept for our voice to go back, through this team, that the payments must be taken back in the hands of the lawyers. Yeah. So that we get our money. I am saying this because like now this office is failing us. Let them first bring back these lawyers. They know their people. If they are not sure of the people that they are going to pay them, lawyers will have to tell them that these are our people. And I don't think they can put the stamp there when they don't know what they are doing. That was already signed that they were ready to pay these Ugandans. Let them be given their money. I say all this on behalf of our people of Lango, for God and my country.
MP, honorable MP, said it all. But there are a few things that we need to add. The issue of these cards, because we hear stories that some of these cards were the old ones or the new ones. That must be clear. And we need to clear that.
The data cards.
The data cards. Secondly, amongst the people who are going to be paid, 2 of them were through normal processes. One was through court. Betty Akelo and others was through court. So that has also not been sorted out. We need to make sure it's handled and handled in the way that we want it. We took time as a Prime Minister. I went to the Attorney General. The Attorney General told me, don't report me to the President. We are going to pay. Unfortunately, it has ended up to today. Nothing has been paid. But apart from that, apart from the cows, there are also people who lost vehicles. Olet Charles comes from a patch. He lost a lorry. If it was possible, the verification team should also handle this about some of these other losses. Olet Charles' vehicle was taken by the army and never returned. It was a Tata lorry. So that also should be taken care of and handled. But other than that, we're waiting and waiting. Now, but I want to comment a bit on the issue of the lawyers. Some lawyer was actually dismissed. Some lawyer was dismissed and replaced. So that lawyer was dismissed is Basash and Company Advocates and has been replaced by Odo and Company Advocates on behalf of their Kerubeti and others. So that has also got to be taken care of. I think that is the addition I want to add. Thank you. My please.
Information. Madam Chair, I'm a laboratory the cow and the dog. I am just going to give the data. When we receive the data from Attorney General, we as a district, we decided to convene a meeting, involve the RNEC, district chairperson, we have the coordinators, and we centrally discuss the issue with the issue of the management of the cards. And for purpose of electoral, I'm just going to give the summary how the cards have been managed. We received a total of 6,534 cards. Out of those cards, 1,307 have received payment. We have 1,370 which have been submitted to the Attorney General, but they are going to go through the feedback.
Excuse me? You said 1,207.
1,307 are those of received payment. 1,370 we have submitted to the Attorney General, but will not okay. Then we have cards which have not been yet filled.
Excuse me? I want to be very clear. So the 1,307, were they fully paid?
Madam, let me repeat that fresh. I am saying, Lango district received 6,534 cards in total. Now, out of that, the claimants who have been paid today, 1,307. Now, we have... Come again?
That's it.
Now, we have the cards which have been submitted to Attorney General, but we have not seen the feedback. They are 1,370. Yes.
You haven't received any feedback?
No feedback. Okay. And we submitted them about a month ago. 1,370. Now, out of those, we have cards which we counted the other day to the people's office, which are not even given out. They are 2,482. These are cards which have not been paid yet. They are 2,482. Now, in our meeting, we decided to the coordinators and the district leadership, we have already discussed some strategies and town plan to manage and at level as guided by Attorney General. And the exercise of receiving and filling goes start on Monday after tomorrow, after That's the 2 days from now.
So the 2,482.
Yes, those are the cards we have now.
In the hands of the leaders.
Yeah. No, those are the ones that these people have now given to some counties.
Yes.
To give up. Yes.
Okay.
Then lastly, we also have the cards. Some of them got spoiled, but this is still work out the details about those people spoiled and the number of them. That is statistics about unemployment.
So when they get spoiled, what happens?
So some of them are with the diesel, and they are still compiling them.
And so the people who are supposed to get those cards, if they are spoiled, what happens?
So they keep them, you want them to keep those ones. That's what I'm saying.
Excuse me.
Now,
Before you go.
it was the balance, right?
I want to substantiate Chairperson on what he's saying. Are the balances of the heap of cards that were brought.
Exactly.
And because of the miscommunication and lack of information, most of the cards were not given to the beneficiaries. Even right as I talk now, there are so many people going to the districts wanting to fill the forms, but they were not given. Now, one thing I want to request the committee is also to ensure that the channel of bringing the cards should be very clear. We don't want our people to walk all that distance, like 10, 20 kilometers for the forms, and they say there are no forms, then you go back. In fact, for your information, people have spent more than they are getting right now in processing their things. So kindly, your committee can help us. As a local government, we want, if the form are given to the office of the RDC or CAL, they should go straight to the sub-counties with clear instructions. Thank you. But also I have an issue. Kwara Girls Secondary School in Kwania district. They are trapped. What lost during the period of cattle raiding. And the president claimed that it would be compensated. Up to now, we have not gotten there.
Okay. Ciao, Petia Ben. Ilo, Obangadonya Telo, Abola Telo, Obua Telo, Dila.
I'm called Barbara Kate, the resident district commissioner for the district. There are issues that Linda presented. I come from this region and I started knowing about this thing when I was even a leader. So what she has presented is the true and a right thing that we need to take so seriously for the region. Then I have in my district, when I got as in the office of the RDC, I got the list of people, the beneficiaries of this war claimant were 1,163 lists submitted. The beneficiaries that were paid were 873. Then there are people whose money bounced, there are 53. I'm saying this, saying that people are being paid, but the way the payment is done is slow. And the few people who have got the money are not very open. I have this document I will present for further things, for further guidance and investigation. As a district, the following are the things that are registered. One, the estate account are not catered for. There are people who started processing the money and they died. The process was taken by their sons or daughters, but these ones are never paid. Then there are people whose account, they are more coming. There are people whose accounts are closed. I don't know whether it is the problem of the bank. I don't know. But there are problems one. Then two, the money comes. There are people that they are saying they have paid them. And when you start checking, the names are there, the indication is that the person has been paid, but the man or the woman will tell you, I did see the money. I did see the money, but it's on the list. How did I get the list? Yes.
You are saying that the list shows that someone has been paid.
Yes.
And the person has not received money.
No.
Someone reported the process, the money.
The thing is, I have so many because I've been interfacing with these people. There are people whose name, excuse me, there are people whose names indicates they have been paid. So those are the things that we have discovered in this cattle compensation.
And that issue where you're saying there are people who are shown as if they've received money,
Yes.
and the money is not on their account.
Yes.
I have them.
Do you have a list of them?
They are there.
Kindly share that list.
I have my technical person is there, the focal point person. Yesterday I had a person in my office. I don't remember, but I think we can still call. He's a man of Parliament. He came to my office telling me I was told I was paid. But I went to my account, I didn't see the money.
Even the message came.
And the message even came. So,
Your father.
That is a matter.
Okay, we will want.
That is a matter that we are going to investigate seriously, because that is left in ground when someone is shown as it paid and they don't receive the money. We must understand from the bank.
Tia komone. Kiname ara disi ukobone. Kera wo bicha da ma laptop tia ukobo. Tia nyutuni balor tie. Acharu committee. Ikwe dukini na habanda mitakweda.
Our issue of the bank with our beneficiary, because the account which was closed will not be used. Now you have to open another account. Opening another account needs correction through office of the account. So it means that one will take that person behind as if he has not started the process. Those are the challenges our people are facing. After a short time, the accounts are closed. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
That they hand over, Linda, anyone who has a document, they hand over that document to us. And anyone who says they were paid but didn't receive, please, we need that list. We need their bank account details, because that is a matter that should be investigated. That is There is another matter, Linda, that I would want to address. The RDC talked about the children of the claimants that are not receiving or are not being paid. Do those children have the powers of the attorney?
Thank you, Chair. When this issue came, we were getting people of estate accounts. They are saying they have everything. Even they have every document that is required of them. But these people have not yet started paying these people. So we need these people also to be part of the beneficiaries. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks so much, Madam Chair. I'm Moses Wanga Donyo, the original coordinator, Lango Claimants Association, under Daniel Johnson and others. I'll stand here to confirm what my sister Honorable Linda has spoken there. That is the truth, that is what is happening in Lango here, in this compensation. I just want to add some few things about this process, because I engaged this process at the beginning, and I suffer here. I know how painful when it was said. By that time I was 8 years, but the day that they came to raid our cattle, there was a helicopter who passed from Alone, passing through Tuan, going the other side. Then at night, they came. So this was touching, but to my dismay, when our cattle was taken, my sisters were married just 4 days ago, and those cattle were given to others to me. But my name they deleted, that is fraudulence and whatever. It made many youth from here, many young people, they never go to school. And that's why in Lango here there's a very big challenge. Because our fathers, our grands, they used just to pay the cattle, they take you, go to school. Currently, you find they're suffering with a lot of sicknesses because they don't have economically that can support them in their medical treatment, and that is it. Two, there are issues.
Ladies and gentlemen,
people,
we have just a few minutes to end the meeting.
We have people that they pay them because during the claims they raise issues. Maybe somebody raised about a lost cattle, maybe 20, and now they reduce to 2, and now they have already paid 2. And my question is, what next for the other balance of those animals that are still remaining? Because we are still demanding that those one need to be compensated, fully complete. 2, issues that pertain this compensation, as my sister said, it involves a lot of something even nobody sometimes can understand. For me, that I'm following, sometimes you go to the Deputy say we are implementing the directive from the president. When you question about the process from the directive from the president, say no, this is a court case. When you reach to a time when you are asking for administrative part of it, because these coordinators, me and other teams, we all more than 10,000 meetings here in Lira. People travel from Amolata every day, coming for the meeting, mobilizing people, representing the court. They refuse to pay, and they say, if they reach to that time, they say, we are implementing the directive from the president. Go to the president. That's what they told me, that we should go to the president. That is on the 8th, 2022, in August. But now again, when we question in his office, we say now, can you take her to the president? No, this is a court issue. I said now, honorable, can now you be clear? Which one are you now implementing? And I want this committee, let them tell you exactly what are they implementing. If it is a court case, we have the court order. Unfortunately, I didn't carry. All the judgment that was done is very clear. No one raised the objections of the numbers of cattle in court. No one raised the age limit that maybe I'm 20 years, my name is already there. They never raised from the court here. But they wait after judgment, they raise. I think 5 years or 10 years. I think this one something that we need to take it very serious. And the issue of cattle health, he has said, is very crucial here in Lango. If it is not done, I think Lango is going to change again to a different color. If that is not done, and I'm ready to do it, I'm ready to champion, we are ready to champion that as leader. Thanks so much. That's all the thing I want to say.
We are about to close the meeting because of the time.
Chairman Abola Ogua Kelelebi
thank you very much. There is one unique thing which has not been mentioned in that list. The current list has some unique names which are not other names in that list. And further enough, they have raised number of animals, many more than the true claimants. I need you to take note of that. Honorable Linda, translate this for me. I don't know a lot of English. Lami, Uganda can't have a name, can't be in Tiawan. The Yama Johnny, and Yapayom. Car committee Okaro. I met no to ignore the copy. I mean, I could be this chairperson's name. And I go to her, I quite need to know to her, who don't know to her, but they are with Namogongo, who would work on the general. Kind of Dini. And I'm not talking right. I want to get Mana, Nana, about on the general. And Moses who put it around, and I know a boy.
To you, if you people do not come back with a clear report, we will walk to Attorney General like Namogongo, and we will champion as leaders.
The Honorable Chair, Okodilembi Matpio is my name. I was one of you in the first parliament between 1989 and 1996, representing Dokolo. Now, I would like to assist you, to assist my people. Uganda believes in the rule of law. The people of Lango were robbed of their animals and they went to court. Judgment was made in their favor. And that is what has brought you here. Is that judgment being executed or not? We are saying it should be executed exactly according to the order. I'm a staunch member of the movement party. 99%, 1% being the blood of my father. Our people have suffered. These animals must be compensated because the government of Uganda did not suffer in the ration. The cattle exchanged hands to another group of people on the other side. So economically, the government did not suffer. But the people of Lango suffered because they lost their animals. And their animals were the source of capital for their development. And you are talking of poverty in Lango, persistent poverty in Lango. It is because of lack of capital that they are suffering, and therefore they should be compensated their capital. Now, a matter was raised here by my boss. I don't want to contradict my boss, but I want to correct one anomaly. Bashasha and company advocates executed his job for the people of Lango fully. We got the judgment to the end represented by Bashasha and company advocates. So it was never dismissed. It was not dismissed before the judgment was made in our favor. So there was no dismission. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Chair, for giving me this opportunity. You are most welcome. Yes, I've been watching you on TV and I trust your capability that this issue will be addressed. I want to thank my sister, Honorable Linda, for bringing you home. Chair, this is Kole District. I'm going to talk in figures in a summary form. As Kole District, a list of 1,719 total was submitted to the Office of Attorney General because all our pride is on the Attorney General. And this list was approved in 2020.
The number which came back out of the 1,719, it was 1,215, showing that all these people that are appearing, they have already been paid. But in the actual payment, it is 923 that were paid, leaving 292 unpaid. So where does the 292 goes? This is the question. So in this matter, we also submitted another 635. This one up to now is showing that it is paid. So who is this animal attorney general? Because it has become a problem to Lango people. So all this meeting, even if we talk until tomorrow, the issue is about attorney general slashing, duplicating that our people are being paid and yet they have not received the money. So this is going to affect us so much. And as you people from the parliament, you work on behalf of the government. This is very disturbing, especially come 2026 for our election. So we want all our people who their lists were submitted. We have also got to know that Obua and Akelo, one file is missing, only 2 files have been returned. So we are very passionate that your coming is going to address this issue of people appearing that they have been paid and yet they have not paid. Thank you so much.
Yes, hello? Hello? Now, I want to use my mother language so my people hear very well and appreciate. So I'm asking our visitor to get the translation from Alina Uma. So please pay attention. Let me one. I think you let back to you want to know now? So I'm going to go lawyer now, Basasa. I'm an O tu teacher ko na o tu ko. O ko nika tuere. Doke chulere, ke tu ke che de mere do twal. Me me ko na ko bwana ke be chu. Chule. Me do pa. Chulo yo so ke me do pa. Akwa yo nika u ma ye yo ke lo ya sa bola boy kesi. Koplo abaleo. Gomini ni yang ko ya wo potie, wa ko potulu. E ga de wa ma ko de wa ma ko kan ko de be pe. Ako ko. Te ke wa pilo lo ya kan ni manda bilo. Undo ya se tu ko. Wa do ko ye to lo ya. We ke wa le. Wa mathematics ko wa me ko wa. Ka do ke lo ya sa bola. Do ga lo ko de bala ko ka ko be no ba me por biu. Now, you know, I don't think I will lawyer for the very good.
In a nutshell, I hope they are translated.
Yes.
Yes, translated.
Yeah. We have, I can see old ladies here, and they have documents. They also have their national IDs,
yes,
which should be kept very safely, because
need to go national ID.
Yeah. They should keep them very safely. Yeah.
I want you to hear a testimony.
Okay.
What will you call me, Mate?
Amira do point to ban. I may not work on Karaki one and Tino man. I know me a year. And I would can a board. I would Tiana, John, you to leave. tiena duduni pe aworo owungi nuwa ko yugo tene ka ko ana mita woro ko do ko patieni aman odeno an do piera angwen we abi ogomi do angwen again agaro kala akien itutumia piera rio aworo ma de bino girani yene do oteko bani oteko biya kana nono oteko biya kana nono
Chair, this is so painful. She's saying she's old enough. She has been struggling. If you see, she's walking with crutches. Trying her best to get her compensation. She lost 45 cows, but they have approved only 4. And in these 4, they're saying they have paid her. She went to the bank, that's her account number. She got only 120,000 shillings.
Before we even go to how many cows have been compensated, what is the rate of each cow? Because if each cow is rated at 1,050,000, how then will she get 100,000?
And she's saying she has been frequenting the bank. She has moved all the time in the bank, but they chase her 4 times this month of August. But they tell her your account is empty. Because she was thinking and hoping that maybe they will pay, but up to now. No, they had approved 4 cows, yet she lost 45. Now in these approved 4 cows, yes, but now in this approved 4, she only went and got 120,000. Up to now, there's no money. That she's called a case Lucy. Go hide in it. A Kero Lucy. Go hide in it. Go ahead. Me a go hide in it. Yes. Now she's saying they told her the account is empty. She has again deposited some money to keep the account open, active. Here is a copy of the deposit slip. These are evidences of the payment she has been putting in her account to make it operational, but there is nothing. Listen, let me see. Sub-county man. Oh, she's from within City East Division, Akia. Need more children, that was 2022. Yeah. Okay, now people are saying I didn't translate. Emergency cover. City East Division, Akia Parish. So people are saying I didn't translate this last statement, but I saw Nelson translating. Though they wanted to hear, Chair, the Obua, some, if you see from the list, that case Akelo, Obua, some others, that case was not for a single person as a claimant. It was a representative case. And it was started, the lawyer that went to court was Bashasha. This case was concluded in 2015. And up to this year, it's when we saw another person saying they have assigned him to take over the case. Yet the case was concluded. So people are saying I should translate that Bashasha worked hard, concluded the case. No one should divert people from the right course. Bashasha is the lawyer and they want the matter to be continued with Bashasha because it's the one who finished it. Atamani, Amolatar, Amolatar is saying they have 7,253 claimants, but currently they have only 231 data cards. So they are saying they cannot even give out these 200 because there is no one to give, how to choose. So they need more data cards, and it's the same in all the areas. The data cards that were there were already given out. Alloy SS Lorry, that is the LC5. It's a man. President promised. This one was already given to you. The issue of some unique names, Chair, we as members of Parliament from Lango, we got, and I have the copy of the report we wrote to Attorney General, and I'm going to also give you, bearing the names, even including the parents who are not indigenous people from Lango. So that thing is happening, it's true. Benson. I'm going to
Madam Chair, my name is Benson Walter, the district chair of the local government. I am here to rejoin my district chair and left on who is our chair for Lango sub-regions. Madam Chair, Oyam district as the claimants of 14,471. Up to 14,471, the data card that were given to Young District was 6,000.
Whoever wants to give us documents, please don't give us original documents. You need to remain with the original and give us photocopies. Because when you give us the originals, then you will not remain with any record. Whoever has documents to give us, you should just give us photocopies of those documents.
Nika ikel lobalu umaro kane. Timber ikel photocopy. Pienteme original. Gina no yini don kere ngo pe no pe ikel original me baliwu. This one is the old woman saying this is her account details. You record it and I take it back to her. Chair.
Madam Chair and your team, permit me to give you these submissions with evidence. Young district has 14,471 claimants. Out of 14,000, the Office of the Attorney General gave us the data cards, 6,000. Out of 6,000, they explained that only the qualified, approved, should fill the form for the data cards. And only 3,000, 16 filled the form, the data cards. Out of the 6,000, Madam Chair, only 300 people were paid. And this is the document. And that 359 paid were not fully paid. They were paid partially. Some of them got 1 million, some of them got 2 million, others got even less than a million. You ask yourself, what kind of payment is that? Now, I took my time. I went to Office Attorney General with the RDC. The officer told us, go and have everybody that went to court. Sarah, we're disappointed that even the data card they're saying, out of 6,000, we have only 2,000 cards. But the data here, we have 14,415. I mean 71. Now, how do you give 2,000 form to 14,000? I want to request you. We have And we trust the submissions of our area member of parliament on behalf of the colleagues. My request, and humbly, my plea is that let the office of the Attorney General release enough data cards eager to use the data card so that people are paid. Secondly, let the people be paid as per the court verdict, not by the qualification of the Attorney General. Because if someone was through the court, he won a case, 30 cows, 20, 35, our office Attorney General are giving you belief. We want your chair to take responsibility and task the government. Let the people of Lango be paid as per the court's verdict, how the court has ruled. 10,000, 20, 50, depending on how the submission was done. That will be our plea. Secondly, let the court, the government, use the lawyers. Because it was the lawyers who made the submission to court. Why did they want to pay us behind the lawyers? Let them pay us through the lawyers, because the lawyers knew their clients. They should not enter into this conflict. This is my submissions. We have hope in you. And if this parliament goes back and we don't hear any action taken, we are going to mobilize. We will see us in Kampala and we shall attack the parliament, whichever we, but peacefully. We want people to be paid. I thank you.
Thank you so much. Come and register these people. Sarah, Sarah tie, Ogano, Mori Johnny, Teki, Mori Moni, Mori Johnny, where diving. Mori Johnny, but one thing to cut out. I'm saying that not to disturb you. They are going to register them. So, Chair, they are even finished. You will not conclude. Let me take back the mic.
Okay, those who are going to register, you can go and register. We are now concluding the meeting. We have the honorable. Okay.
I'm here representing the Maratha people. My name is called Geoffrey Obia. I came here purposely to be here because in Maratha we have double suffering. In Uganda, people are suffering differently, but Maratha is unique because after losing our cattle, again now we are being chased away from the fish, from the lake. But what I'm saying here, in Maratha, many people are being left out. They are not in this compensation. Many of them are not being considered. They are there, but they are not going to benefit from this compensation. And I pray that this committee should consider the people of Maratha who are being left out, and if you don't consider them, they will be left out.